Okay, so we have a new trailer for Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, character trailer 15. I'm guessing this is the last character trailer with the last characters. I do have some words I want to say about this game, but I'll probably say it after the trailer is finished. But yeah, gotta really talk about what this game is. Alright, Jujutsu Kaisen 0. We got Yuta and Geto.
I won't let anyone die.
Good movie, by the way. Theater was live.
To protect everyone. Come on, wake up.
Oh my god.
I'll finish it now.
I have words for the game.
Let's go together. I love you, Rika.
God damn. Oh, that beam looks kind of musty. I'm not gonna lie. That explosion looks musty.
Let us freely curse each other to the death.
I haven't heard an English voice in so long.
For this. Please don't disappoint me. Can you handle this? Playtime.
Oh, that's the real Geto. I just realized.
I'm going to use my full force to kill you now. This is the world I longed for, right before my eyes.
Don't get
I
distracted.
remember the English voice. I mean, I even shit on it. I just remember sounding better.
I expected more from you.
This is the last of my strength.
Alright. Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. So, if I'm not mistaken, this isn't going to be like your typical arena fighter. It's not going to be your typical arena fighter. It's going to, I think it's going to be similar to J-Stars. And J-Stars wasn't a bad game. It was more like a battle royale arena fighter. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call that. A battle royale arena fighter, right? Because there's a lot of team shit going on here, right? So, the stages are going to be large. And you're going to be able to wander around and shit. That's what I'm seeing so far. But we have to talk about something else, my guy. So I think on one of the previous trailers, I might have said that this game looks better than My Hero Academia. I said that because it's being made by the same studio that made My Hero Academia's One's Justice 1 and 2. And I stand by that. This game does look better than My Hero Academia One's Justice. My problem with My Hero Academia's One Justice, it's just an ugly fucking game, both of them. Despite the gameplay being good, they're really, really fucking ugly, bro. Like, there's no shading at all. Like, oh. But this game, it looks better. It looks better. That being said, that's not saying a lot, bro. That's not saying a lot, in my opinion. Because I praised these trailers before. Because I was comparing it to My Hero Academia. But that's not a high bar to surpass. My issue with these anime games is that I feel like they're just focusing on making the character models match the anime character as much as possible. Which they do a perfect job at. Like, the models, they're perfect. That being said, the graphics don't look like the anime at all, and I think that's where they fall short. Sure, JJK has some shading on their faces. Yeah, there's a little bit of shading, but it still just doesn't look that good. And some people might say, yo, you're asking for too much. You know, it looks good for what it is. This obviously is being made on, wait, hold on, is this being made on next gen hardware? No. No, it's coming out for the PS4. It's coming out for the Nintendo Switch. You know, so it's not made on next gen hardware. This is a pre-gen game. Which, alright, kudos to the motherfuckers who don't have a PS5 yet. You know, you guys get to, you know, play with this game. But at the same time, this game isn't living to the potential that it could be living up to, in my opinion. Now, you might say Dragon Ball FighterZ might have spoiled me, you know, like, for a long time, we've been getting a lot of shitty Dragon Ball games in between Ultimate Tenkaichi and Battle of Z. That was just two shitty Dragon Ball games. Then Xenoverse came out, right? And Xenoverse was the first good Dragon Ball game we had in a long time, you know? Then Xenoverse 2 just made that game even better. But let me tell you, when Dragon Ball FighterZ dropped, let's just ignore the fact that it's a great fighting game. Doesn't the game look like the fucking show? Doesn't the game look like the goddamn show? I want to say it's one of the best looking anime games of all time. No. It is the best looking anime game of all time. Fight me for that. Fight me. That shit is the best looking anime game of all time, bro. It is. It is. And before Dragon Ball Fighters was just beating everyone's ass in terms of graphics, it was Naruto Storm. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 1 all the way up to 4, and even Connections. Some of the best shit you could see. Some of the best shit. You know, Cyber Connect 2, they know what they're doing when they're making Naruto games. Even with Demon Slayer, they knew what they were doing. Now, mind you, Demon Slayer doesn't look like Ufotable, but they tried their best to adapt the art style. Like, the way the characters are inked and shit, like, they really put their all into it. So, Demon Slayer looks legit. You know, it doesn't look as good as Ufotable, but it looks legit. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm looks legit. Right? Not a lot of people were trying to compare to Naruto Storm because that's Cyber Connect, you know? Dragon Ball pulled up. Fighters pulled up. Look at every Dragon Ball game after that, except the Breakers, alright? Look at Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Look how good that... Now, that's Cyber Connect, alright? Dragon Ball, in terms of graphics, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was already in good hands. There was no way they could go wrong. You got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Cyber Connect, they're already doing Naruto Storm. They know their way around cel-shaded graphics. So giving them, like, I guess, like, Bandai Namco's like, we can't have another shitty Dragon Ball game. We have to keep balling out. Alright, Arc System Works is still working on Fighters. We need another game that looks like this. Alright, the closest thing, Cyber Connect, they're not doing anything. Their hands are empty. Hold this Dragon Ball. Oh shit, Kakarot looks crazy, especially the cutscenes. We're not gonna talk about the Breakers, that fucking... I don't even know what the hell you call that, but it's just reused Xenoverse assets. Like, but then we look at Sparking Zero. Now, some of y'all might kill me for this, but Sparking Zero does not look as good as Dragon Ball Fighters. I have to say, it doesn't look as good as Dragon Ball Fighters. That being said, Sparking Zero still looks really fucking godlike. I mean, there's not a lot of games that look like that. Sparking Zero is beefing with Kakarot, in my opinion, in terms of best graphics. It might be beefing with Kakarot, and Kakarot has good graphics, but its graphics excel through cutscenes. So Sparking Zero might look better than Kakarot, though I will admit, the Dragon Ball DLC during the World Tournament, we're playing as Teen Goku. For some reason, the way they did those models compared to like the Z models look crazy. They look crazy. Like, if you look at, let me not gush over Dragon Ball right now. This is about game graphics. All right. So I feel like in terms of anime games, Naruto and Dragon Ball, they're balling out. All these other games out here, doo-doo garbage, spaghetti. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Don't get me wrong. JJK put more effort into the models than I think My Hero did. I have to look at One's Justice real quick. Hold on. Yeah, One's Justice 1 and 2 are both ugly. I don't know what they're doing. They're not the worst thing. No. Sometimes the graphics are fucking disgusting. It all depends on what you're doing in the game. Maybe this JJK game is going to be fun. Also, is it me or is the colors muted for this trailer? The colors seem muted. I don't know. The animations look great, like I said. But once like Rika fires that blast, the blast looks like doo-doo garbage. The explosion looks fake as fuck. Like, what kind of mushroom cloud is that? Can we go back? Look at that. That shit looks ugly. First of all, let's look at her mucus blast. Like, that shit looks... I don't know if it's the lighting or it's the way the blast... I think what's doing this trailer bad is the lighting. I feel like there's no... Like, it's dimmed or something. It looks faded. It looks ugly, this trailer. Like, the lighting isn't doing well. Xenoverse 2 was like this when you first got it. You have to go to the options to change the color settings to make it look good. So, I'm not sure. The animations look good, but doesn't that mushroom cloud look so polygonal? Doesn't it look so polygonal? It just doesn't look good to me. Is this shit even in 4K? There is no 4K. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to shit on this game too bad. Look at the highlights in this man's hair, bro. If that's just not on the model, it is barely though. They're trying to a certain degree. Like, I'm still gonna get the game, but it just doesn't look that good. I don't know what to say. The face, like I said, the characters look on point. I guess it's just the shading and the graphics itself. I mean, the modeling is perfect in my opinion. The characters look like themselves. Who knows? I'm still gonna get the game, so I guess I can't shit on it too badly. But I don't know. Do you think maybe I've been spoiled by the godlike nature of Dragon Ball games, or does this actually look like doodle? Like, of course, when you have like ultimate attacks being done, it's gonna look all right, you know. Close-ups, it's gonna look good because they're doing their ultimates. But even so, I gotta say the hands look better than my hero though. Like the detail, like I'm just worried about this game's graphics, man. But I guess gameplay is more important than graphics. The graphics aren't terrible, but they're not good. They need to give us a demo so I can have peace of mind. If we had a demo and we could actually play this shit, I think I'd have some peace of mind. Because once Justice had great gameplay, I think this game might live. I don't think the mediocre graphics are gonna kill this game per se. They did get better. I think maybe I am being too harsh. Who knows? They did get better than they were when they did My Hero. So maybe whatever game they release after this is gonna be even better. I don't know. It's just me. I'm just being honest with how I feel. I feel that it looks a little bit like doodoo. I'm not saying the game's gonna be bad, but I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion. I like the way the aura looks though. So I think that's pretty much it. There's not much more I can say without sounding like a broken record. We'll see what happens when this game drops. But yeah, it's just one of those situations where not every anime game is gonna look as good as Dragon Ball and Naruto. You know, in terms of anime games, those two are at the very top. One Piece is sort of doing his own thing with his own graphics, so I can't really shit on One Piece either. But I'm not gonna say it's on the same level as Dragon Ball and Naruto. But One Piece is definitely above all the others, in my opinion. I haven't really played any of their games, their newer games, but I've seen the way they look. They're consistently sticking with those graphics. I see, even whether it's a action adventure or RPG, which is interesting for One Piece. But we'll see what happens. JJK, February 2nd. We got time. I need to focus more on Tekken. Got to decide if I'm going to pre-order that shit or not. That collector's edition is looking disgusting, bro. I might have to get that. But that's pretty much it, guys. Majin Ashura up in this bitch, out of this bitch, moist.